But the two teams now, obviously Brisbane Red, if they can consolidate and win this game, that'll go a long way to them hoisting the Chairman's Challenge trophy a little bit later on.
And of course, the winner of this trophy goes on to play the country winner, which will be the winner of the Foley Shield against the Northern Division champions. They'll play in mid-June, and then their final will be in late July, the last weekend in July. That'll be broadcast on QRL as the Gold Coast now take the field. Yeah, yesterday we saw a hat-trick to Luke Pollock and doubles to Ozzy Tawangi and Oliver Pascoe. Oliver Pascoe scored the first and last try of the match. And Gold Coast started slowly yesterday, down 16-0 in even time. Came back to 16-12 at half-time. I'm sure they'll just want to get that start better today as they receive the ball from the kick-off.
Yeah, a heavy breeze favouring the Gold Coast team. So their kicking game will be very important in the first half. Look for a couple of 40-20s and a couple of good plays on their fifth tackle. Gold Coast will just have to hold them out and they'll get the breeze in the second half.
Yeah, we may get the odd shower here this afternoon, it would appear. And just the referee for this match, by the way, Nick McEwen, the ref.
Yeah, good young referee from the Ipswich in the high performance unit there. He started to ref his first A-grade fixtures in Ipswich this year, and it's good to see him get in such an important game.
Dylan Kelly with the offload. Good first set, this from the Gold Coast. Bit of room down the left there for Brogan Melrose. He scored a try yesterday, as did his centre partner, Alan Lockwood. Already up over the halfway line. A couple of plays remaining. Another run from Kelly. Takes it about 35 metres out. Difficult breeze. Be interesting to see if they hoist this one high. So what's Fuller going to do? Yes, he is. Up it goes. And Brisbane fullback takes it easy and straight away sends it out to Ozzy Tawangi, who breaks a tackle. He's a very enthusiastic player, Ozzy. And already breaking tackles. Interesting there that Cole Van Claveren got it straight out to him. But well taken in the end by the defence. This is Lachlan Perry. 35 metres out. He'll play 45 metres out, sorry, he'll play it. Roy Croft up over the halfway. He's kicking early, hoisting it high as Kyle Coghill. Well taken out here on the wing by Kel Murray. He's got a good try. He looked like he got hurt in just about the first tackle of the match yesterday and was hobbling, but came back well and ended up with a try late in the match. 24, there's Sam Lavia. Didn't quite fit into the number 8 jersey, Big Sam. This is Lachlan Sheldon. Standing in the tackle, gradually pulled to ground by Luke Pollock. He'll play it, just limping a little bit away from that tackle. I think he'll be all right. Just looking for a bit of a room down the left. He was dangerous. Brogan Melrose made a break. He's got support inside from Kelly. Kelly looking for support, gets it back, but the Brisbane defence comes in. Oliver Pascoe in there, and they just grab Jack Mackin before he can get away. He's dangerous too, Mackin. Good set this one from the coast. Jack Glossop just takes it forward. He's on the 20.
It's a fifth tackle.
What do they do here? They're going to run it by the looks, are they? No, just a little kick through from Toya. Back over his shoulder. Got to hurry there. Will Kyle Coghill, and I don't think he'll get out from the end goal. Yeah, that's it. Well held up. Good play from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, well, he banana kicked it back across towards the goal post, but there was no one chasing it through at all. I don't think anybody knew. Brisbane thought it's just going to run dead, but it ran across field, and like you said, the 6 for Brisbane there, Coghill had to show a little bit of urgency and get back, and he diffused it, and a very good dropout now, which it's gone 65 metres, and it's gone to the man yesterday that had a great game, the big mop of red hair in Brock Hamill, and he takes a nice first up hit.
Yeah, a few starts to the two changes to the starting team there too. Alan White out there, just him coming into dummy half. Enjoyed watching Alan. He played a fair bit in the Brisbane comp. Always really entertaining to watch Alan White. This is big Stuart Mason. Saw a great chase from him yesterday. Didn't stop the try, but kept it out wide. Go across, here's Melrose again. He's proving a bit of a handful. This time Tristan Hope.
They've kept him up high.
They kept him up, and that's good defence there. Tristan Hope, Brandon Jaconia. Good defence there, and their teammates come over to congratulate him. Some good attack from the Gold Coast there.
Yeah, good attack out wide by the Gold Coast, but Brisbane did the right thing. First two tacklers went up high, held him up high, and then the cavalry come and they forced him over the sideline. But so far it's been Gold Coast all on the attack, but the defence of the Brisbane team has held firm.
So the handover. Of course, these days, ball goes out, it's not a scrum anymore. And Sam Lavia rolls it forward. Enthusiastic defence from the coast. Sure, they'll want to rack up a win before the end of the weekend. Still, lost it forward. Play on.
And went to pass it around the corner, but the Gold Coast hand got in the road.
Another opportunity here for the coast. Of course, 2 points for each half and 2 points for the win. So both Brisbane teams picking up the 6 points yesterday. So Gold Coast will want to pick up all 6 points and hope for the best as they. Well done, actually, that by the defenders. They thought he was going to get in a dangerous position, but just managed to gently put him on the ground, did Vaialupu. Out through Mackin. Here's Melrose again. Well rode by Jaconia. He gets it off to Toya. He's running across field. Founds Hamill. Hamill in a gap. No, just coming. Coghill just hit him. There was a gap opening
through
there.
The first tackle.
Looked like he was going to go through. Here's Toya again. Going wide. Still going, Toya. Turns it back inside to Murray. Murray running across field. Doesn't look like the Jets, this is. Murray looks for the gap. Beats Lavia. But good, well covered there by Vaialupu. Couple of plays remaining. Out to the left. Big Jack Glossop. He's well met. This will be a little. Well, there's still 2 tackles remaining. There's a 6 to go from the knock on before. That's a poor pass, but it's picked up and. Well, I think that was interesting. Brogan Melrose said, "Let me go." I just scored a try.
Yeah, I think the referee called it a little bit early because the ball had gone past the Brisbane. He played the advantage. It was try Gold Coast out wide, so Brisbane can feel themselves a little bit lucky there that a 4-point is not on the board. It might come very shortly. The way Gold Coast are attacking,
they're looking much better than looking very sharp, aren't they? As we said, they started slowly yesterday. There's Dylan Kelly. He's been heavily involved. He plays it. Out through Fuller. Here's Hamill. No way through there. Covered him well. Back to Glossop. Just try and push forward. Looking for the offload, Glossop, but they just wrap it up. I think, Roycroft got his arms on the ball to stop that offload. Plays it. But they'll try again out to the left. Here's Mackin again. Just flies the lot over the top. So winger is Howe out there, but he can't get through. Was just a bit slow, that pass. Saw the Roosters do that a few times last night. Sam Walker. Here's Kelly. Diggers could have him playing for him. They do okay, I would have thought.
Yeah, if he's still up in Ipswich there, he might have been having to run out 20s.
Nice little chip here through. Good kick. Is it going to be? Oh, gee, it was a nice little kick through there by Alan White, but unfortunately just couldn't be grabbed by the Gold Coast defence, and it'll be a 7-tackle set for Brisbane Red. Plenty of attack, but Brisbane Red clinging on. Yeah,
it certainly is. It's been all Gold Coast in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. It's all the field positions been down this other end. I don't think Brisbane's had the ball over the halfway line, so this could be the first time, but they've still got a couple more tackles and they've still got another 12 metres to make the halfway line.
Here's Asara straight through. Asara looking for support. He was dangerous yesterday, still going Asara. Gets it to the big man. Oh, great tackle there on Coghill. He tries to get it away. He tries to get up and there'll be a penalty. That's
2 in the tackle there.
2 in the tackle, just the strip. But, gee, poor defence there. Asara just went straight through the middle. Looks like Mackin, is it down? I'll pick up the number plate, but yeah, that was... Sarah, he was really, he got involved yesterday, didn't he? He was heavily involved. He looked dangerous this time, just straight through, but...
Yeah, straight through the middle of the field too. It wasn't out wide. He was very destructive out wide yesterday, but he went straight through the middle of the field. Got to the fullback there, half beat the fullback, got the pass on to his fellow player who was pulled down just short there. The ball was stripped out right on the try line, and now here's Brisbane. We said they hadn't been in this half of the field, and they are now.
Here's Vaialupu. He's pulled down just short, and Jack Glossop was the injured player. Well done to be back there by the big prop. Comes out, just trying to turn it, just throwing a trick play there, but well read by the Gold Coast defence and the goalpost. Couldn't run through that. I'll try it here again through Coghill. He dummies. And flings it back inside. Well taken by Pascoe. He scored the first try for Brisbane Red yesterday. No such luck this time. I'll come out again to the left, and here's the intercept by Hamill. Away he goes. How quick is he? Not very. Well, all that hair. Get a haircut.
Well, he's about as quick as a second rower probably is these days. He probably looked at the try line there. He probably couldn't even see the try line, to be honest.
Well tackled by Sarah, who made the original break, but well done. They looked dangerous there, but well read by Hamill. Just the Brisbane Red defence just looking a bit disrupted at the moment, but getting back into position now as Murray takes a run. Here comes Lockwood. He pushes Perry out of the way.
Puts the ball
then gets
down
a penalty. Well done. Deserved that one.
Yeah, he played for the penalty, and the ref seen the same thing. And after a little bit of enterprising play by the Brisbane side, they're going to be back defending their try line very shortly. It's going to be 6 tackles, 20 metres out for the Gold Coast team. They'll go back on the attack.
A really entertaining clash so far. Not much in it. 9 minutes gone. Both sides have had their opportunities. Here's another one for the Coast. Stuart Mason rolling it forward. And go back out to the left. Nice little short ball there from Toya, but well read by the Brisbane defence. Glossop not getting through. It's running around in circles. Plenty of movement. Dylan Kelly. He's looking for a hole. Dylan Kelly. Is he over? Just short.
Mustn't be too far away.
Just pulled down 1 metre short. Here's Fuller again. Brisbane Red defence in disarray. Fuller gets through. Will they keep him in the in goal? No, just gets out.
That's great. That's a great play. Fuller put the kick through, and then he looked up, and there was 3 people right in front of him. He couldn't get through, but he did get around them.
There was a Sarah again who managed to get out of the in goal area, and then the Gold Coast defence just a little bit enthusiastic. Geez, they're asking plenty of questions. The Gold Coast, I don't know how Dylan Kelly didn't score.
Oh, I think he's seen the try line there. He was about to put it down, but he got pulled up very short. And like you said, the fullback for Brisbane White, he's gone very good so far there. He's kept them in the game. They've held out, and now it's their turn with the ball.
So they'll play on the ball. Lachlan Perry, taken by Fuller. This is Lavia. Nice run. Post contact meters up over halfway. Sam Lavia. Once again, he's trying to slow down the play, the ball a little bit there, the Gold Coast. He's been good, Vaialupu. He's had a good carnival. Lazarus, Vaialupu. Out wide now. Pollock, I think that's his first touch for the match. Luke Pollock scored a hat-trick yesterday. Beats the first tackle. Still going, Pollock. And gets the penalty.
Yeah, they've got another penalty. A little bit of ill-discipline by the Gold Coast team near the line. And here come Brisbane running very strongly. And can they be the first team to put points on the board?
Lachlan Lansky proving difficult to pull down, but he's pulled down right in the shadow of the post. They'll play it out to the left through Coghill. He'll turn onto that Vaialupu. We're not going anywhere there. Glossop around the legs. They'll go back to the right this time. Hope dummying, stopping, throwing it backwards, giving it to Lansky. No way through there. Good defence here from the Coast. Can they keep it up? They'll go back. Well, Pascoe comes out of dummy half through Davis. He decides to go himself. And once again, the Gold Coast defence proving up to the task. Coghill this time. He'll put a little kick through. And well fielded, and that'll be a goal line dropout. I think that's Hamill there,
that's
is it?
Hamill, yeah.
Well done, well read by Hamill.
Yeah, getting back. Looks a little bit hurt there. They pull him up there, but he had to be there in the right spot. He did everything that he had to. He had to make sure to get the ball in his hands first, rather than try and get out of the in-goal area. And Brisbane now to apply a little bit more pressure to the Gold Coast line, which has looked very good so far.
Entertaining match so far. Nothing much in it. Still no score. 13 minutes gone. Grubbing dropout, still going. Jaconia picks it up. He'll run back in field, looking for a hole. None there. They'll start this set about 28 metres out. Back to Roy Croft. Rolls it forward over the 20. Taken by Glossop and Mason. They'll come back out to the left again. Here's a Sarah. He's been dangerous. Stepping, dancing. Looking for a hole, nothing there. Well taken by his opposite number, Lockwood. out through Coghill. He's been heavily involved. Coghill turns it under Vaialupu. He's been involved too, but good defence there. Well hit by, I think it's Hamill in there again. Doing plenty of work. The redhead. Oh, good work out of dummy half. They decide to kick it forward. Not 6 to go. That wasn't played at, I think, by the Gold Coast. And just messing around to play the ball, and they'll give away the penalty. Too slow getting up. Bit lucky there, Brisbane Red. They messed up the... It was good to work in defence out of the Gold Coast, and just in the end, just messing around too long in the play the ball. And late in the tackle count too.
So Brisbane down here, can they?
Roy Croft.
Can they get over the try line?
Here's Coghill again. Set move, but Tawangi was coming inside, but couldn't get the ball to him. Coghill, he's pulled down a metre short. They'll come out to the left. This time it's number 13. And well tackled is Lachlan Perry. He's not over either.
It's an absolute try saver then.
You're going to go again, just the kick through.
This is a try this time.
This is a try this time. I think Coghill's got his hand on it. It's a little kick out of dummy half. And Kyle Coghill, nice little kick from Oliver Pascoe. And finally, they couldn't get through the defence. They decided to dribble it along the ground. And that's the first try of the match. Brisbane Red score through 5'8" Kyle Coghill. He's been heavily involved with the ball, but that time just running through and putting his hand through on that kick through from Oliver Pascoe. Brisbane Red 4-0 after 15 minutes.
Yeah, Brisbane have withheld all that Gold Coast threw at them early. It was all Gold Coast early in the first 10 minutes, but they held them out. They had some opportunities of their own, which they haven't got over. But the last few minutes has been all Brisbane Red down the line. Gold Coast defence has been very solid on their try line, and like you said, they looked like they score a couple of times, but the defence has been very strong. So if you can't get through the defence, you have to try and kick the ball, and that's what they did. And like I said, Coghill, who's one of the main players here for the Brisbane Red side, chased it through, got there first, planted it down, and they're first on the board.
Wynnum Juniors 5'8", Kyle Coghill in the local comp. And it'll be Cole Van Claveren will line up the kick at goal. Wynnum undefeated in the local comp in Brisbane, as are Normanby Hounds. Bit lucky Wynnum, they got a last-minute win last round over Carina. That man heavily involved, Coghill, who scored that try, as Van Claveren just pushes this out to the left, no goal. So 4-0 with 19 minutes remaining in the first half, just repeating in the A-grade games yesterday. It was this Brisbane Red side defeated Ipswich 50-12, and Brisbane Blue defeated the Gold Coast 34-20. Earlier today, the Brisbane team wrapped up the under-20s Chairman's Challenge with a 30 points to 10 win over the Gold Coast, both teams having beaten Ipswich on Friday and Saturday. Hoping the rain stays away here. Been a bit lucky this weekend. We haven't had a lot. We had the odd scud come through, but nothing too bad. As Brisbane Red roll it forward. Crunch. Good contact from Hamill. I like this Hamill.
Yes.
So that was on Corey Davis. Good enthusiastic defence from the Gold Coast. This time Kel Murray, the winger, getting in there with his centre partner in there in Alan Lockwood, managing to take down Vaialupu. Blake Pyle out there, the pile driver. He hit
yesterday.
He hit hard. He hit a couple of hard tackles yesterday, Blake Pyle. Sarah, that was Oliver Pascoe. Once again, Perry. He's been heavily involved. Lachlan Perry. Good set this from Brisbane. Only 25 metres out as Coghill just tried a little chip kick this time.
Seven's coming through.
Oh, great work. Well done. That was a set move. That was beautifully done. Tristan Hope knew it was on. That little kick through by Kyle Coghill. And magnificent try to the Brisbane Red. Normally Tristan Hope, of course, a hooker, so playing in the unfamiliar position of halfback. But his normal halves partner, or his normal Coghill, who's a normal 5'8", just saw him there. Beautiful little kick through. 2 kicks from Coghill, 2 tries.
Yeah, well, obviously Hope showed a lot lot of pace, like I said. Hooky's probably in the Damien Cook mould there. Got a lot of pace off the mark. Obviously, they'd worked together. They knew exactly what was happening. He set himself out in the middle of the field there, and it was just basically a chip over the top that went a little bit further there, but Hope come flashing through. The ball bounced once. Hope picked it up, and they weren't going to stop him that close to the line, and right under the black dot, so the 4 points is going to turn into 6 quite easily.
Well, they haven't been able to go through the Gold Coast defence, but a bit like the Titans against the Broncos the other night, they've decided the way is to kick through, and as you said, that's the last 2 kicks from Kyle Coghill have resulted in tries. The first one, Kyle Coghill was on the end of a kick. It was 2 kicks for the Brisbane Red. It was Oliver Pascoe, before he put the last kick through, but Kyle Coghill was on the end of it. This time Coghill put the kick through, and Hope was on the end of it. In moves Van Claveren, knocks that one over, right in front, so 19 minutes gone, and suddenly the Brisbane Red Sea team have jumped out to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, they've withheld the Gold Coast early, and like you said, they haven't been able to break the defence to score a try, but rugby league, you've just got to put the ball over the try line. It doesn't matter how it gets there, as long as the passes are not forward. And Brisbane, they've thrown a lot at them. Gold Coast have held them, but the bounce of the ball hasn't gone their way, and it's 2 tries to the Brisbane Red side.
Oh, this kick-off let bounce, that's always dangerous. Well placed, that kick-off by Shale and Fuller. But Brisbane Red eventually managed to get their hands on it. I think that was Corey Davis playing it out there. This is Pyle. Lupu again. He's enthusiastic, lost the ball. He's mad, he's hitting the ground. He's had a good weekend, Lupu, just a bit mad with himself there. And the team coming over saying, "Don't worry about it, mate. You've done more than your share this weekend."
Yeah,
a bit of a pat on the back.
Before that last Hope try, he'd signalled to the bench there that he wanted to come off. He'd had his run, but I think since they scored the try, they said, "Well, you're going to have a couple of minute breather now, so hang on out there." So he's hung on out there. We've got 15 minutes to go, so he's put in a decent effort first up.
Wayne Weeks, coach. This time it's Sheldon. He's pulled down about 32 metres out. This is Vellini. He was good when he came on yesterday, Ben Vellini. This time the Brisbane Red defence have lined him up. Pyle in there with Pascoe. Moving. Here's Mackin. Nice work out here. Oh, just managed to... They'd found the move, hadn't they? They'd created the room down the left-hand side. But unfortunately, Mackin's pass just couldn't find Kel Murray down this right-hand side.
Yeah, the lead up was A plus. Execution probably a D minus in the end there. The ball went to hand to Anderson out wide. I'm sure he would have been diving over in the corner, but that didn't happen. And Brisbane survive with no points on the board against them just yet.
This Pyle bounces out of the first tackle. Of course, they play the ball for the ball going into touch. Here's Tawangi looking for work. The winger getting in there. Time Pascoe goes for a little dart out of dummy half. Sarah was there, but didn't get the ball. Up over halfway. This is Pyle again. Just rolling it forward. I think trying too much. They might try something now as they go out to the right. Couple of plays remaining. Here they go out through Van Claveren. He gives it to Hope. Hope swings it wide to Jaconia. Jaconia just chip kicks it through, drops it onto his foot. But Mackin in position, well fielded. Nice little set play there again by the Brisbane Red side, but well read by the Gold Coast fullback.
Yeah, great long ball. Nice, hard, flat long ball. The breeze has died off a little bit and got to the winger outside and Jacqueline out wide there. Put the kick through, but good cover back by Gold Coast.
Yeah, Kyle Van Claveren's played plenty in the halves in Redcliffe. Were in the A grade comp. Played a lot of halfback and 5'8" for them. More commonly a fullback. Now playing with the West Brisbane Panthers. Played some intra-super cup for the Falcons. I think they might have been the Sea Eagles when they was playing for them. Yeah, up the Sunshine Coast as the last tackle. Gold Coast boot it downfield. The wind gets hold of it and brings it across towards the touchline, but Van Claveren, the man we were talking about, comes across and
the ball's popped out.
There you go. Here's an opportunity for the Gold Coast. Here goes big Brogan Melrose.
Gets the ball out.
Gets the support. This will be a try as Latrell Howe Well, a mistake from Cole Van Claveren. Good response from the Gold Coast side. Well done by Melrose. Braid the break. The cover defence got him, but he had his winger Latrell Howe outside him, and that's the Gold Coast first try. Brisbane Red 10, the Gold Coast 4.
Yeah, it was a commentator's curse. You were just talking him up on what he'd done and his experience, and he lost the ball on the first tackle. It went straight to the halfback, and Hope got it straight out to
Toya got it straight out to Melrose.
Out to Melrose there, and he pinned his ears back, but he just didn't quite have enough pace, but he got it out to Howell, and he did have the pace, and there was only one Brisbane player rucking back, so he ran it right around beside the goal post to make the kick a little bit easier for Fuller.
Yeah, well, I think they've deserved the try too, Gold Coast. They had plenty of opportunities early, looked like scoring, but they'd created a bit of a gap in the previous set down this right-hand flank. That went into touch, but good strike back from the Gold Coast. Of course, yesterday they trailed 16-0, got back to 16-12 at half-time before probably that right at the start of the second half. They had a good set, their first set of the second half. Unfortunately, they chip-kicked it through, and Michael Purcell got hold of it and went to the other end of the field. And from that point on, they just never really got... They threatened a couple of times, but they never really got back into the match after that. One of Michael Purcell's 4 tries yesterday.
Yeah, that man Purcell, he's up in the next game against Ipswich Diggers. I'm sure Scotty Island would have a game plan to try and nullify him, if anybody can.
You would have seen a bit of his play. Played up there, of course, in Ipswich. Jets, Michael Purcell. That's knocked over by Fuller. It's out into the car park. Oh, no, it's come down. I thought it's on the roof. There you go.
Yeah, gives it a decent whack, doesn't he, when he kicks it? So it's brought him right back into the game. 12-0 down. Now it's 12-6.
10-6, yeah.
10-6, sorry. Just before the 10-minute mark.
10 minutes to go in the first half. Good contest here. Murray underneath it. He gives it to Dorian Hapiata. Shock of blonde hair. You see, runs forward. I can see you with your hair like that, mate. I like that blonde on top.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
It's not blonde. It's going a little bit grey, but not blonde just yet. So.
You need to get the
just for men.
Grecian 2000 around the edges. Anyway, here comes the Gold Coast. What can they do? Out through Sheldon. He's pulled down just short of halfway. Good set again, this one from the Coast. Up over halfway. They're going to kick early, actually, as Connor Toya just decides, let's get out of here and try and force another mistake. Of course, last time this man had the ball, they forced the ball free. This time it's good defence from the 2 replacements, Cooper and Hapiata. Not letting Van Claveren go anywhere. Here's Aussie Tawangi. He good pushed over the air, just threw it back.
Gold Coast really picked up their defence.
Here's a Sarah. He beats players. He's beaten a lot of players. He's got that elusive step. He's dancing all the time. Valupu's still out there. He put his hand up before. He's not getting arrested. I thought he might be gone, but he's still out there. Here's Tawangi, second run up in this set. Will he get an offload? This time, good defence there from Lockwood. Wraps the ball up. Been a better defence than the Coast. They've forced them back. This will be the last tackle. Pyle gets pile driven. Coggill just hoists it high. This one. This is a tough one. Murray underneath it. Well taken. Kel Murray got into a good position. Nice and stationary under the ball. That's what you like to see. And, despite the wind takes it well.
Yeah, Brogan Melrose going off in the background with a head injury. Holding, looks like a cut near the eye.
No, miss him. He's at a. Maybe he'll go. He's racing off there to get stitched up by the looks.
Holding something up towards his forehead region.
No, miss him. He's been good. Melrose scored a good try yesterday and set up the first try today here. His opposite centre was a little hurt there, but he's okay. Big Hapiata. He rolls it forward. Spinning it wide again, Toya. Nice work here. Kelly, here's they go again. Back down the border, Toya, and here's Mackin. We've been waiting to see Mackin in the clear, and he's under the posts.
And
Great footy.
They can probably put that down to their defence. They've been holding the Brisbane side out, and it's enabled them to get the ball just over the halfway line. And as soon as they split them just a little bit out wide, they look inside, and there's always somebody there. There was a backup and got it onto Mackin, and he just had too much pace and scores right under the black dot. And very shortly, they're going to hit the lead.
I think it was Dylan Kelly out there who made the break. He's been dangerous, Dylan Kelly. We don't know how he didn't score earlier in the match. But through again, he's had a good game, the 13. And, wow, well, we know Jack Mackin's quick. Connor Toyer backing up on the inside. And once Jack Mackin got the ball, it was curtains.
Wayne Weeks has seen enough of Lazarus Valupu now. He finally gets it probably up the middle of the field. He was looking distressed when they had the ball, when they put the bomb up in the middle of the field. So obviously that's probably where he might have been in the middle of the field, but he's obviously a little fatigued, and that's what happens at the back end of halves when players are fatigued. The little players find the edges around and can get around the big players.
Well, Gold Coast did this yesterday. As we said, they were down 16-0, but came back to 16-12 at half time. This time 12 points is enough to put them in front as Alan Fuller knocks over that one. So they've hit the front. So the first time a Brisbane team's been led in this carnival.
Yeah, 12-10. There's still 6 minutes to go, so the halftime score.
Really important, of course, points for each half. So Brisbane Red, we desperately to try and get back in front before half-time.
Yeah, they got all 6 points yesterday against the Ipswich side.
Here's Murray again. This time it's along the ground, long way down for Kel Murray. He took that high ball before well and had to bend over this time to get that one. Is it Happy Appiata? Here's Murray. A lot of talk in the Gold Coast side. They're looking confident. A lot of movement, which is what you like to see.
Yeah, this man, that Appiata, he's...
Another run again.
Another run. He puts his hand up, wants to do the tough stuff. And
here's Fuller again.
And this is the little...
Joe Mackin's inside. Here we go again. Action replay. Jack Mackin in again. Wow. Goodness gracious. The first one was down the left-hand side of the field with Connor Toyer linking. This one down the right-hand side. And Charlene Fuller straight through. Jack Mackin backing up at the inside. And Gold Coast, they're now rushed away to a 6-point lead with a kick to come.
Like I just mentioned, the little fellas at the back end of halves, they can find the gaps when needed. And that was all Fuller. Fuller just went straight through the gap there. And who's in support? Where most fullbacks should be, just up the middle of the field there. He turned around, he seen Mack, and he said, "You got more pace than me." Threw it to him, and like I said, it was deja vu, but this time it was on this side of the field. It was on the other side the last time, and all of a sudden, a blink of the eye, Gold Coast with a 6-point lead, and they could push it out to 8.
We just said yesterday that 34-20 score yesterday probably wasn't a real indication of how close the game was. Gold Coast just a couple of lapses in, well, they didn't start well. They went down 16-0 early. And after that, they won the game after that point. But they had a couple of lapses just early in the second half. But goodness gracious, they've really turned it on the red side here. And they certainly deserve their lead, the Gold Coast, no doubt about that.
Yeah, other than the first 10 minutes where they were down a little bit. There they have looked very strong in the back end of this half, and 2 tries in the last 5 minutes has poked them out to a 6-point lead, and Fuller is about to extend it to 8, and that's exactly what he does. And they were behind by 4, now they're ahead by 8 just a couple of minutes later. So we've got 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so I don't know whether this is going to be the halftime score either. This Gold Coast team now full of running.
Yeah, 3 converted tries in 8 minutes to the Gold Coast side. Vikings. And Brisbane Red looking a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. Just good work both, and they're just trying the short kick-off. Is it going to make that 10? No, I don't think it did it? Yeah.
Same as knock on.
They said it made the 10, but he knocked it on. So he got his hand on it, but unfortunately it was a knock on. It was like... Everyone had to stop to see if it was going to get over the 10-metre line.
But slow motion there. The Brisbane player went past the 10 metres, waited for the ball to come to him. It did get over, but unfortunately he couldn't get his hands on it.
So this will be another attacking set for the Coast. 2.5 minutes to half time. They start 10 metres short of the halfway line. Coming across from the other wing. Sorry, that was the second rower in Burton. He's come on for Hamill, I think, Luke Burton. Hamill started today. Happy about it. Here's another Gabble. Hill Murray, there's plenty. What I like about the Coast team at the moment, there's plenty of options for their players, isn't there? Everyone's in motion. That's what you like to see. They're not running one out. There's plenty of options for their playmakers. This time they're looking dangerous. Here's Mackin again. Nice ball over the top. Oh, it just couldn't be handled by Howe, their first try scorer.
Yeah,
once again, Brisbane complaining because just, Nick McEwen, just a bit of fast on the whistle a couple of times here today. Nick McEwen needs to just take a breath, see what happens. There's an opportunity down the blind side there, or down the far side there for Brandon Jaconia. But, the whistle blowing. Trying a move down the blind side.
So Brisbane Red will get the last opportunity. 1:10 to go. So Gold Coast just have to hold them out for this minute.
Decide against it now that they've showed their hand. They get it out to Tawangi. He just rumbles it forward. Gold Coast are going to pick up their first points of the carnival. They're going to be leading at half time. This is an 8-point try. I can't see that happening. This is big Kuba Bay Tui Tahiti. Rolls it forward to 35 metres and he just being held down just a bit too long. Testing the ref's patience. Take a quick tap. 30 seconds remaining. And Claverin, he rolls it forward. I'm sure Colgill will have to have something in the back of his mind here, although they go the other way. Give it to Roycroft. He just rolls it forward. Pull down just over the 20. They're going to go the other side through Hope. Hope's going to give it out to Van Claveren, who drops it.
And that's it.
And that'll be it for the half. 8 seconds remaining. So Gold Coast pick up their first points of the carnival. They get the 2 points for winning the first half. And there goes the hooter in the background. So it's the Gold Coast. 2 tries to Jack Mackin. Try to Latrell Howe. Shalman Fuller's kicked 3 from 3 for Brisbane Red. Kyle Coghill and Tristan Hope, the try scorers. Kyle Van Claveren 1 from 2. They bounced away to a 10-0 lead after 19 minutes, but 3 converted tries in 8 minutes. Sees the Gold Coast leading Brisbane Red 18-10 at half time. Anthony Bomber Breeze and Brad Talon will be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. Welcome back here to Brandon Park at Acacia Ridge. Anthony Bomber Breeze and Brad Talon with you, covering this Chairman's Challenge. Half time here in the first of the A-grade matches today. It's Gold Coast 18 leading Brisbane Red 10. Just a reminder, yesterday the Brisbane teams picked up all 6 points in each of the games on offer. Brisbane Red defeated Ipswich 50-12 and Brisbane Blue defeated the Gold Coast 34 points to 20. The Gold Coast have bounced back, down 10-0 early, but 3 converted tries in 10 minutes just before half time has seen them rocket to the league and pick up 2 points in this format. 2 points for each half, 2 points for the overall result. So they pick up their 2 points, first 2 points, and now obviously if they need to go on and win the match to have some chance of winning. Difficult though that may be. Have to do all the prognostications and computations for and against and all those sorts of things. But, all they can do is go on to win, and I'm sure that's what they'll want to do. Obviously the winner to go on to the state championship match later in July from this carnival. As we get ready for the kickoff, the second half underway. It's the Gold Coast team in the white running from south to north. Breeze just dropped off a little bit now. It was a bit gusty before, but probably swung around a little bit. I think it's probably favouring the Gold Coast at the start of the game. Might be favouring them again. I'm not sure what's going on there. Running with the wind both halves. That doesn't happen too often.
No, it has died down a fair bit. Like I said, it was really blustery early there. The rain looks like it's all gone for the day.
Don't say that.
A little bit. Still got another game to go, haven't we?
Yeah, heard that before. Yeah, it's been quite a lot of rain on the north side of Brisbane. I know a lot of games today. First in the juniors called off, unfortunately, on the north side of Brisbane with a lot of rain, but been a little bit spared here on the south side as Kyle Coghill hoists this one high. Mackin coming in and
bubbled it, he's lost it.
Bubbled it. There'll be 6 to go, and just well done there by Alan White. Didn't pick up the ball, but made sure Brisbane Red couldn't. And,
just shepherded his body over the top of it.
Was making sure he didn't get pinged for offside, but. So, yeah, difficult conditions, still swirling around a little bit. Did well to get to it, Mackin. It was only a sort of a short midfield bomb. It's only come down 10, 12 metres into the Gold Coast half, but just couldn't get his hands on. He got his arm on. I thought he was going to grab it. He sort of had a bit of a juggle, but the Brisbane defence arrived and he put it down as they win the scrum. Nathan Brown just makes a break from the base of the scrum, but nowhere to go. This is Corey Davis. Gets down on the hands and knees, looking for that quick play the ball. There it is. And through Roycroft, Hailey Roycroft. He's just onto his back about 12 metres out. Oh, actually, he's hurt himself too. Nothing much in that, just slow to his feet. Hailey Roycroft, solid defence there from the Gold Coast. They go out through Coghill, turns it inside to Tawangi. He beats the first tackle, still spinning around, but eventually grabbed by Mackin and Kelly. Mackin complaining that he couldn't very slow play the ball, says the ref. Out through the defence, here's Hope, turns it inside to Pollock. He's been quiet today, hat-trick yesterday, Luke Pollock, but he's barely touched the ball today, still going Pollock. Can you remember calling him on a couple of occasions?
Last tackle.
Out to the left, here's Coghill just grubbering through again. It might be a bit big, is it? Yeah, not what they wanted.
So it was a great start by the Brisbane side. Wayne Winks would have been very happy with the bomb getting the ball back, but the last play they needed a repeat set, and unfortunately the kick was just a little bit too long, and Gold Coast now get a chance as the ref signals 6 to go. So this will be the first tackle. Big hit on the far side there. He's going to reach him in the touch, and the ref's going to say no.
That's just silly. That's just silly play. That's a penalty every day of the week. Yeah, the 7 tackles. Then that was a good start. They were up over halfway already. Of course, Brisbane Red, both their tries have been from kicks. First one from Oliver Pascoe out of dummy half. Kyle Coghill dived on, then returned favour. Kyle Coghill, nice little chip kick through that was picked up by about 30 metres out. Well-judged kick. Tristan Hope went through and scored, but they haven't been able to add to that as they come out to the left. Mackin, he's been dangerous, still bouncing off tackles. Jack Mackin, a couple of tries in the first half. Here they go. Good ball there. Once again, Kelly involved. Good defence on Mason. He'll play it. Out to the right through Kelly again. He's fuller
great
out
ball
to
at the
Curry, and that's
no
forward.
touch, he says forward.
Gee,
He was standing right.
close. And a couple of the Gold Coast players not happy, but gee, I don't think it didn't have to go forward. There was no defence out there.
No, whether he got in front of the player inside him, Fuller.
Just floated forward, didn't it? But it was good footy. They're looking sharp, the Gold Coast side.
That's how they come out in the first half very sharp, and then they seem to run into a bit of fatigue later on in the half, and they've done exactly the same thing. They're looking very sharp early, so they're leading at the moment. So it's 18-10. So another try here early. The Gold Coast can give him a little bit of breathing space.
Indeed. See what they can do here, Brisbane Red. Desperately in need of points. They're 8 points down. What can they do? Here's a Sarah. He's looked likely. Does a lot of dancing. This time still getting out of tackles.
Very strong.
Still going. He's pushing his way forward. Stuart Mason's grabbed hold of him. Alan White coming in to give some assistance. They get up over halfway through Davis. He's pushing through tackles. Breaks the tackle at Kelly.
A final tackle. What are they going to do with it?
Hope down the blind side. He'll just put a little dribble kick through, but Mackin, well positioned, picks it up beautifully.
And Pollock's all over. He went to reef the ball there a couple of times.
Yeah, they waited there. They were trying to get the one-on-one strip, but he wasn't going to let it go. Mackin. A slow play the ball, but rolling it forward. Both sides, ball control been reasonably good. Couple of late mistakes in the first half by Brisbane Red. Gold Coast have started this half with a couple of early. One forward pass would have been a try. Take them out to 12 points. They're leading 18-10. 29 minutes remaining in this one. Last tackle. Oh, that was lucky. Mason looking for the penalty but not getting it. This time Toya just one off the outside of the leg. Aussie Tawangi comes across the field. Beats the first tackle. But, won't beat Latrell Howe and Melrose. Is that Melrose back out there? He got his head strapped up. He picked up a cut in the first half, broken Melrose, but obviously had it stitched up and got the head bandage now. One of the Gold Coast players, Glossop, is down on his haunches back on the 20, but he's coming back into play now. Lansky looking for an opportunity, can't find one. Well wrapped up by Sheldon. Helped by Melrose. Going to come down the blind. Here's Hope again. Still going Hope. Nice little ball out to his winger Jaconia, but just put his foot on the touchline. Brandon Jaconia.
Yeah, Hope
they've looked dangerous down the blind side. They scored a few tries down the blind side yesterday, didn't they, Brisbane Red? But Gold Coast defence, they're equal there.
Yeah, there wasn't much on the blind side. It was only a couple of metres there, so they did pretty well to keep him out.
It's like Luke Burton struggling a little bit back in back play, but
Jack Glossop's replaced on this side.
Yeah, he was down behind play. Jack Glossop, and Burton was down as well, but he's back to his feet now. Just stuck there with Nathan Brown on top of Stuart Mason. Here's Oppie Appiata up over halfway. Still going Appiata.
The other two dropped off.
They let go for the trying to one-on-one strip for Sam Levere, but he's saying let go.
They called for it earlier, the tackle before.
Yeah, the clubs all do that now, don't they? Refereeing an open 2 game or something the other day, and they did it very well orchestrated and scored a try of it. Not often you see that at that sort of lower level, but obviously they see a bit of smart coaches see it.
Yeah.
Got to get your timing just right. Brogan Melrose there just dummying to tap, throwing the pass, but he didn't have a ball.
Bit hard to score the try.
Gave Lachlan Sheldon a bit of a fright, thought the ball was coming at him, but there wasn't any ball. Here's Mason. He rolls it forward, pulled down about 18 metres out, 10 metres to the left of the post. They'll go right through Toya. is Fuller. Yeah, that was just, Kelly was coming through, but
I'm not sure he had to throw that ball.
No,
He
it was
threw it
just-
a little bit too late. The defence.
it was a set move, but once it breaks down, you've just got to hang on to it there. There was no way he was going to catch that one. Very, very difficult. Yeah, luck there for Kelly. He's been good, Dylan Kelly, for the Gold Coast. Nearly scored a try in the first half. Made a break for one of their tries. Tall number 13.
Yeah, getting the ball in his hands a fair bit, and now not packing into the scrum. Well, he was, just as I said, he wasn't. Tells the centre to get back out.
Otherwise, it would have been no one out on that right-hand side then for the Gold Coast. That might have offered a bit of an opportunity for the Brisbane side. They go that way, but still going.
That was a Sierra.
He's elusive, isn't he?
Yeah, not much of him there. Not one of the biggest centres around, but very hard to pull down.
It's a good run there by Tuangi, getting the penalty.
And the ref says, I'll blow it both ways. It doesn't matter who holds down. The other team will get the penalty, so...
Colgill will find touch. Brisbane Red will have an attacking opportunity, starting this one about 45 metres out.
Much like the first half, we've had 10 minutes of the second half with no score.
No score. Yeah.
So
15 minutes took for the first try. That was Brisbane Red from a kick. Strong defence from the Gold Coast, hitting hard.
Mason up top.
And big Sam Lavia.
This big Lazarus
Vaialupu's back on. He does a good run. He gets up to the 30. Struggling to play it. Comes out through Brown. He gives it to Hope. Hope finds Van Claveren. He'll step back inside. Van Claveren looking for support.
Ball a bit high.
A bit high there from his opposite number in Mackin. Referee happy. Quick play the ball. Out to Hope. Hope throws it. It hits the Gold Coast play. They're going to say 6 to go.
Might get 6 more.
Running around Lansky. Going side to side. Not going forward. Well, now he tries to go forward. Still fighting Lansky. Another penalty. Not sure what the Gold Coast could have done there. He was still moving. There's no way they could let him go unless the referee did call held, of course. Here's Lavia charging forward. Big Sam Lavia. Just short. Pulled down a metre short. Now through Brown. He gets it out to Coghill. Coghill goes himself and will score.
Yeah. Been very, very strong for Brisbane, Coghill.
Yeah. Just overread that a little bit, the Gold Coast defence there. Probably didn't have to rush up quite as how they do. Luke Burton just tried to get hold of him, but yeah, just good on his feet. Coghill, once he was through. Still a little bit of work to do, Kyle Coghill. That's his second try of the match. First time was from just dashed through from a Pascoe kick, and he touched down. That time he had a little bit more work to do, Kyle Coghill. But that gets the Brisbane Red side 4 points closer. 18-14 to the Gold Coast, 23 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the Gold Coast team have given away the last 2 penalties. The first one on just over the halfway line. They worked their way up the field. They looked like they were going to score on a couple of occasions. But some great defence by the Gold Coast to hold them out. And then they got another penalty, and then 2 tackles after their latest penalty. Coghill has the gap, and he scores just to the left of the posts. And they'll now have a kick for goal. If it goes over, they're only going to be 2 behind, and we've still got just under 23 minutes remaining, so both teams are still in this contest.
Tristan Hope, I think that was having the kick. He knocks it over. Van Claveren. Well, Tristan Hope kicked the last couple of goals yesterday for the Brisbane Red side. That's his. Makes it 3 out of 3. For him in the carnival, so 18-16. With 22 minutes remaining here at Brandon Park in this first of our A-grade matches for today in the Queen Garrel South East Chairman's Challenge. Gold Coast restart. It's going to go close to the touch line, but well taken by Nathan Brown. He gives it to Lockie Lansky. He's well now. Still going Lansky. Breaks the first tackle, but can't get through the tackle of Dylan Kelly.
They ran forward 10 metres, and then he backed his way another 10.
Nice tackle again from Lansky on Lavia. Kelly on Lavia, and messing around in the play. Another penalty.
Now discipline from Gold Coast starting to get to them.
8-4 the penalties favouring Brisbane Red. That's 3 in a row they've had now.
That's a Good kick too. They're about 45 metres out now on their first set.
All the players' legs will be starting to feel it a little bit now. Of course, 70 minutes of footy yesterday. They've already had another 55 today, so starting to feel a little bit weary.
Oh, the ball was coming from the other field. Yep. They couldn't find the ball, and all of a sudden we got two.
That always happens, doesn't it? Here they go. Lavia rolls it forward. Lupu gets up close to the 20. Quick play the ball. They go at the left, turn it back inside to Cole Van Claveren. Well read by the Gold Coast defence. Come back out to the right. Here's Lavia in a bit of space. Well wrapped up by Sheldon, and they'll be a late hit. Yeah, there was a bit of a late tackle here, so another penalty to Brisbane Red. Gold Coast giving away plenty of opportunities. They're just going to take the quick tap. Comes out through Hope. And Claveren beside him. Hope just dummies and goes himself. He's pulled down about 3 metres short. Pollock dummy half through Brown.
This
is Roy Croft. Just rumbles it forward. Tackled by Hapiata. Here's Lavia again, and there's no one there. Oh, just manages to get it down, but just there was a huge gap right under the post for Sam Lavia, and just giving away too many penalties at the moment, the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I mentioned that when they scored the last try. That's how they marched their way upfield, and that's exactly what's happened again this time. 2 more penalties, and they marched their way from the half-white, their own half, and they're over for 2 quick tries. And like Gold Coast in the first half, where they scored 3 within inside 10 minutes, it's now Brisbane, another 2 tries within 5 minutes, and now they've hit the lead.
Yeah, big Sam Lavia, that was just far too easy, wasn't it? He was very casual in putting it down. He nearly got legged as he put it down, but yeah, that was that's just too many tackles in a row. That's all that is. They haven't had the ball since they had that scrum move from. They dropped it on the first tackle down the other end of the field, and they led by 8 points. Haven't had it since then, and Tristan Hope knocks that one over, extends the lead of Brisbane out to 22 points to 18 with 18 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Brisbane all with the upper hand now. The first, like we were saying, there was no points in the first 10 minutes of both halves, but once that 10-minute clicks over, one team seems to jump ahead. Brisbane did it. Gold Coast come back at them, and now it's Brisbane's turn to score 2 quick converted tries and take a 4-point lead.
Well, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's hard to say the Gold Coast are out of this, but they haven't had their hand on the ball in the last 10 minutes. They've just got to get tackle through this set, or try and force an error, but at least get to a point where the Brisbane Red have to make a kick downfield on the 5th tackle.
Well, it hasn't happened the last 2 sets. They've given away penalties in this first set coming out, and it's enabled Brisbane to get over the halfway quite easily.
Zach Tybee, that was a crusher. But referee not picking it up. To play it. The marker's moving up. He'll play it. Not happy Zach Tybee complaining about that tackle. Anyway, here they go, spinning it wide. That was just an offload, little offload there, but Roy Croft still trying to force his way forward. Another wide ball. Finding Tawangi out there on the wing. Trying to stay in, does well. Aussie Tawangi stays in field. Lined out here to the right. Dancing out of dummy up for Sarah again. This time, no way through. Crunch. A little shoulder there from Luke Burton and Happy Appiata. This time, a little kick through by Coghill. Let it bounce. Oh,
that's a knock on.
It'll be play on. It'll be 6 to go. Tristan Hope will score 3 in a row to Brisbane Red. Well, what a tone this match. This time, another kick from Coghill. And, of course, early in the first half, he kicked one through went directly to Tristan Hope, who scored the try. This time, Jack Mackin did well to really put his body on the line to get there, but just it was perfectly placed, that little chip kick, just rebounded off him. And once again, Tristan Hope, he gets his second try of the match. And Brisbane extend their lead to 26 points to 18 with 16 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the chip over the top was coming. Hope was there as normal, but so was Mackin there. And the ball bounced up. It didn't go straight to Hope. There was bounced around the place, but the ball did bounce up eventually, and Hope come charging through, and he had enough pace to score Brisbane's third try now in the last 6 or 7 minutes. And take them to a 6-point lead. When he puts this over, they'll be ahead by 8. So they've gone from behind to leading by over a converted try, and we've got 16 minutes to go. We're saying Gold Coast weren't out of it, but if they keep that disciplined up, they are out of it.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there for Mackin. He attacked the ball, but perfectly positioned that kick. Knocks it over. Tristan Hope.
He's been probably one of the best players on the field today, Tristan Hope. He was one of the best yesterday as well. And like I said, he's a class hooker, but he's playing in, well, I don't know whether it's an unfamiliar position. He's taken to it like a duck to water there. He can, the halfback's position there, and leading him around the park, and now he's led him to a well-constructed lead. And it's a knock on. He's knocked on in goal.
They needed that. Well, Gold Coast did need that. They're 10 points behind now. Still 14 minutes remaining. They're certainly not out of it.
It's the only Kupu just couldn't get down. Just as he was about to pick it up, it popped up, hit his chest and went forward.
Nathan Brown, yeah.
Nathan Brown, sorry.
Yeah.
So here's Gold Coast's chance. That looks like that's going to go out in the full. It's going to hit us, I think, Nelly.
Yeah, on the full. Win getting hold of that one. So real opportunity here for the Gold Coast.
So Wayne Winks wouldn't be happy after the quick try to take an 8-point lead. Now 2 tackles later, Gold Coast have got the ball with a full set, 10 metres out.
Here they go. Out to the left. Spinning through a tackle there is Vellini. He's pulled down a metre out. White. Crunch. Big man in Kepu, and they're saying it's forward. Well,
yeah, the touchy was right in line. He called it.
It's only 3 out of 7 they've completed in the second half, the Gold Coast.
And that's why they're
not good.
That's why they went from leading in the half time to behind by 10 now.
Yeah, just got to, unfortunate for the Coast. They were, half time came at the wrong time from, they were all over them going into half time.
Yeah.
Over Brisbane Red.
You
But
see that in a lot of games.
They didn't want half time. Would have preferred to stay out there. Well, they were early out. They were ready to go early in the second half, but unfortunately.
Obviously, it was what. Oh, Shane Foley, he's intercepted it.
Here's the intercept. Here's the opportunity. Well, there you go. Talk about the opportunities. This time, Kel Murray, recipient this time, scored a try yesterday. He's got another one today, big Kel Murray. Well, Brisbane Red just trying to get out of their own half there. And well read there by the Gold Coast defence. And, well, they're back in the match.
Well, they were heading to the far side. That's exactly where they had a massive overlap. If the ball went past Fuller, they would have been racing down the other wing, and it could have been a try into the goalpost up the other end. But Fuller, he threw all his eggs into the one basket, threw the hand out, got the tap up there. The ball come back into his hand. He didn't quite have the pace, but the winger Anderson, he come flying on the scene. He had enough pace, and he scored right under the goalposts. And they were 10 behind. Now, after Fuller puts this over, they're only going to be 4 behind.
Wow. Who thought that?
As this little bit of downpour, a little bit of a shower. A couple of drops.
Shallon Fuller should have no trouble with this one. Right in front of the posts.
And he hasn't.
He knocks it over.
So we've got a ball game back on our hands, only a 4-point ball game, 28-24 in favour of Brisbane now. They've been doing everything right.
Anyone's match. We've got 11 minutes to go. Been a good game of footy, this one. Momentum swinging. Well, it's been interesting because the momentum stayed with teams. Teams have scored multiple tries in a row, so you'd have to think that the Gold Coast, if that follows pattern, the Gold Coast will be next to score. But, important for them to get through this set. Mason will play it, having a bit of a chat there to Wangi with a smile. He got to the field, thought he was taken a little bit high, I think. This time, Bellini appealing to the ref. Here's Mason again, up the middle, gives it to Hamill. Gold Coast have got their tails up now, up over halfway already. Funny game, this one. Wynn's getting up behind him too, the Gold Coast. Here's Bellini. He's been good off the bench. Ben Bellini, he's finding a way through. Good quick play, the ball. Numbers here to the left through Toya. He'll go himself, I think, Toya. Oh, he's had numbers inside too. Is that Mackin? Yeah, Mackin was just off his right shoulder. Last tackle. They go out of dummy half. Alan White puts the grubber kick through. And Claverin's there. Will he let it go? No, he has to knock it dead. Yes, it just was a bit big.
Yeah, shielded it over beautifully.
Well done by
Very
Colban Claverin. Ooh, close thing there. Well, Gold Coast rolled that set. Was a great set, but unfortunately just that kick does roll. It's a bit downhill towards that end of the field, unfortunately for Alan White, and he just overcooked it. Here's Becerra. Look out. Oh, nice ball. Here's Coghill again. He's already scored 2. Can he make it 3? He's lost it. Great tackle by Mackin. It's anyone's game at the moment. Fuller ends up with it. Going from end to end. He's hurt.
Might be hurt too.
He's going to get slow to his feet. He'll play it. He's okay. Gold Coast get a chance again.
That was a great run up the middle of the field.
And he gets a penalty.
Well, it's a discipline. Gold Coast were made to pay for their discipline. Are they going to now show Brisbane that if your discipline's bad, we'll make you pay for it?
There you go, the Coast. 8 minutes remaining. 28-24 to Brisbane Red. Here's Bellini again, pushing off players. Good post-contact meters. Sent Sam Levia sprawling. You don't see that too often. Back out to the right. Turns it inside to Sione Cooper. He's well wrapped up by Nathan Brown. Good quick play, the ball. Weren't quite ready for it, actually, out this side. Connor Toya, he takes it back to the right. Sees a gap. Toya just pulled down. Lansky just gets hold of him. There's an opportunity here for Alan White. He's going from dummy up. Just didn't quite get low enough.
Big Lazarus.
Royal Lupu managed to hang on to him. Hard on attack here. 4 points of difference. Nice little kick through. Is this another try? Oh, he's 1,000 foot tall. Oh, the man's 1,000 foot tall. Beautiful kick from Shannon Fuller, and Kel Murray gets a double. We're all locked up. 7 minutes remaining.
Great kick out wide. He's seen it there, and Aussie rules. It was up there, Gazale. He got right over the top. He didn't just get...
Wow.
The ball wasn't on the way down. The ball's still nearly on the way up. He got right over
Well, he's already 8 foot tall. He caught it above the goalpost.
Oh, great effort. He got it. And now we're all locked up. We've got 7.5 minutes to go. And you just mentioned before, whoever's got a try, there's been a clump of tries. This is the 4th time that we've had a clump of tries. And if you can put this over, Gold Coast are back in the lead after Brisbane scoring 3 quick tries themselves.
Been a great match, this one. Gee, that was beautiful play by Fuller. He knew he had the man out there with the height. He was down hurt before too, Shannon Fuller, but got back into play. But that was a great set. They just picked up once again on the back of a penalty. The discipline of both sides proving critical.
Yeah, the halves and 5/8 these days, they just got that great kicking game towards the wingers. It was perfectly out for the absolute pinpoint right out there. Gave his big, tall Anderson, the winger out there, plenty of chance to jump up and catch the ball, and that's exactly what he did. And now a very important kick coming.
Wow, 28 all. It's been a good game of footy, this one.
6.5 minutes remaining.
So Fuller line this one out. Not easy. Probably have the wind, I think, just about straight behind him. It's coming across from that, swung round to the southeast. Now it started as a northeasterly earlier in the match, so the Gold Coast have had the wind both halves. There's Fuller. Takes his time, bends over. And he comes. Taking his time. Important kick to put the Gold Coast in front. And he's
one up, one down. No,
no, and he says no.
Oh.
That was close. At one point, they lead 29-28.
Oh.
Well.
The ball went to the right of the post. The fella in line with the ball, the touch in line with the ball waved it away. The fella on the far side.
Which is who you normally go with, which sort of indicates it probably went over the post, which that's why you do put a touchy on each post.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult with that parallax to see. It's good to see both touchies judging what they thought. And generally the referee will go with the touchy closest to the post it goes over. So 28 all, 5 minutes to go.
So have we got a Cody Walker out there? Have we got a field goal expert out there now?
There's Bellini. He's been heavily involved since back on the field. Here's Mason rolling forward. Big Stuart Mason. We saw him there. And he gets the offload away. Mason, room down the back. Here goes Melrose. He steps inside.
He's got to stay in field. I don't know whether he is. He's got to be. He can't. Some great defence by the Brisbane Red side. He had to come in field a little bit earlier as the Brisbane Red had 4 or 5 defenders there. They kept him up. They muscled him over the sideline. And now we're down to 4.5 minutes.
28 all the score. 4.5 minutes. With a handover. One set in defence, said on the Toya. Good defence there from Mason with White in there. Topping pile. Little dash out of dummy half from Pascoe.
That's it. I can feel a field goal coming on.
Up the middle they go. You're turning it back underside. Yeah. It's straight up Main Street at the moment.
Well, I think it'll be my man Hope. I think Hope will be the one taking the field goal.
Kyle Van Claverin's been known to kick. Well, he's not out. Is he out there at the moment, Van Claveren?
Can't see him out there.
No, he's not out there. But have to be Tristan Hope probably. Kyle Coghill can kick a field goal too.
Well, Hope's one side. Coghill's the other.
Here is Hope. Loop will go back towards the post, and they're not going to go too far away. Here it is.
This is it, last tackle. Well, Hope's on the blind, so they're not going for the field goal.
Well, they're going to go for the try.
Or a reset.
Oh, intercepted! Oh, no! So, here they go. I don't think they'll catch him. He's too quick. Latrell Howe, he'll be the third double in this Gold Coast side, and he's over. Well, we said go for the
field goal.
Field goal. They rolled the dice. Tristan Hope came to the right-hand side, threw the pass. Latrell Howe said, "Thank you very much." Went 100.
Yeah, Hope went for the long pass out to his winger. Unfortunately, it wasn't on. And Gold Coast, I'm not sure he had the pace early. The others were there, but then you could see he just clicked into another gear and he just outraced them for the line now. And with 2 minutes 45, the time the kick goes over, we're probably only going to get a couple of tackles left, if that.
So, interesting tries, because 6 tries to the Coast, 2 tries each to the fullback and both wingers. No. Doing their bit, the back 6, or the back 5. But, yeah, well, Latrell Howe. Once again, these clumps of tries. 3 in a row to the Gold Coast this time.
Well, he's called time off now.
2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. I don't think they'll take the time off in this. I think it was no time off for injury. Well, no time off, so I think they only just let the clock tick down. There'll obviously be a short kick off and hope for one more set. It'll guarantee at least a draw, but you'd have to think if Fuller can knock this one over. Kick 4 from 5 today. Charlene Fuller. Has a look at the sticks. 1 up, 1 down last time. This time he comes in. We'll have a good view of this one. We're right behind it. He strikes that, and that one goes through So, what have we got? A minute 20 remaining. 34 to 28, the Gold Coast lead. Brisbane Blue side, be happy about that. So, it was 8 points the difference at half time. So at the moment, Gold Coast will pick up 4 points. Brisbane Red will pick up 2 for winning the second half, but I don't think that'll be enough as they go for the short kick-off. Numbers up there. Oh,
well, they've dropped.
Tried to take it by Lockwood. He's knocked it.
Oh, it's a knock on.
Unfortunately.
45 seconds to go there.
Sarah's hurt.
Nope, he's going to call time off.
No, he's okay. He's getting up. Thought I'd better get up and pack the scrum. They call time off. 42 seconds remaining. They'll have a play.
41.9.
41.9, that's very accurate.
So they'll have a couple of plays at the line, actually, to try and get themselves a draw and another point. Like I said, 2 points for the winner of this game.
What can they do?
Play back on.
Tawangi, he runs it forward. Pull down, 30 metres out. They get a penalty. Messing around in the play of the ball. Quick tap, they're not going to hang around. Oliver Pascoe, he runs it forward. 20 seconds to go. 1, maybe 2 plays. What they're going to do, here's a Sarah. Got off the ground, he's looking for a gap. Won't find one. I think this will be it. What do they got to do?
10, 9.
No, they're messing around. He's give him 10. But
give him 10. They're going to have one more play.
It's the last play. They'll go left.
No, they
Coghill.
can't play.
Coghill comes back to Coghill and he scores.
No, he hasn't let him take the tap because he got 10 in the sin bin. So the play can't resume until that play is off the field. He give him 10 in the sin bin.
So now they'll have to replay it.
And then they need to do exactly that.
Glossop was the man who's gone off to the bin. Very cagey. He's off the field. So they took the tap before he left the field.
Yeah.
Anyway, they'll try it again. Try that same. No, they'll come this way this time. Tristan Hope turns it inside, looks inside, goes himself, flings it out the back. The Sarah gets it out to Pollock.
To go back the other way, they've got a 5-man overlap out wide here.
Coghill out to Tawangi.
Great man.
Tawangi, he'll go for the corner. Aussie Tawangi and scores. Does he?
He has scored.
I think he has. No, he hasn't. He's short. I think.
And wide, they're all out there.
What's going on? Yes, full time.
The referee's got the ball in his hand.
So obviously it was great cover defence. Aussie Tawangi looked like he might have got there, but a beautiful cover defence from the Gold Coast. And congratulations to the Gold Coast side. They've come from behind early in the match, down 10-0 early, led 18-10 at half time. Full time, 34 to 28 for the Gold Coast. 2 tries to Jack Mackin, 2 to Kel Murray, 2 to Latrell Howe. Shaylin Fuller kicked 5 from 6. And for Brisbane Red, 2 tries to Kyle Coghill, 2 to Tristan Hope, 1 to Sam Lavia. Tristan Hope kicked 3 from 3, and Kyle Van Claveren 1 from 2. So in terms of points now, the Gold Coast can't win the carnival. They pick up 4 points from that match. Brisbane Red will finish on 8 points. And we go into the last match with Ipswich on yet to score a point, and Brisbane Blue on 6 points. So Brisbane Blue will be looking to at least pick up 3 points in the next match to win the carnival. We'll have to look at what the for and against would mean, but great win by the Gold Coast, fully deserved, Bomber.
Yeah, it certainly was in the most exciting game of the Chairman's Challenge so far. We've seen games Friday, Saturday and Sunday, but that has been the best game. Gold Coast come out really good. Brisbane got their clump of tries, and like I said, Gold Coast come back. Brisbane had their chances. Looked like they had the game wrapped up. They were going to be the first team to have a shot at field goal, but unfortunately, Hope come the blind side looking for a try out wide. He threw the ball, and the winger for Gold Coast, he's run 95 metres. And in the end, that was the ball game. So an absolutely exciting game. And now we go down to the next game to see whether one of the Brisbane teams are the Chairman's Challenge winners.
Yeah, we'll come down to the last game. So thanks very much. We'll be back. We'll just have a little break here, and we'll be back in about 6 or 7 minutes for the final game of the 2021 QRL Southeast Chairman Challenge.